Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 25th through December 1st. We're going to check up and see what's happening in the week ahead for you with this deck here. We've got a new moon in Sagittarius happening. So we're going to pull a blessing and manifestation card for you from this deck here just to see what you may be manifesting in this new moon. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What can our Pisces friends expect? All right, Pisces, you all are pretty moon sensitive. You all are water signs, and water signs tend to be moon sensitive. And some of you may already be feeling kind of, sleepy or tired, or you may be feeling some releasing going on as you're preparing to call in this new energy. Everybody's different. You may or may not be feeling that. But we're going to see what's coming up for you all in the week ahead. So here is your Monday, Tuesday, Pisces, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, Pisces. So Monday, Tuesday, we've got 9 of Stars. This is the card that you're kicking off the week with. And I'm going to adjust the camera and the lighting in just a moment here. Let's adjust the lighting. There we are. 9 of Stars. And so you have perseverance here. That's a really appropriate word to kind of sum up for us, the 9 of Stars. This would be in traditional tarot what you might hear as being called the 9 of Wands. And so this is something for you not to give up, Pisces. Not to give up, that you're very, very close to a goal. You're very close to something you've been trying to accomplish. And this is the time to just kind of stand your ground and to keep going. This is not the time to back out or to quit or to tire out even. Understand and know that the energies have been really intense lately, and it's kind of continuing. A certain element of conflict is continuing in through the Sagittarius new moon. So we're not out of the woods yet in terms of the potential for miscommunications or misunderstandings or for conflicts to arise or disagreements. So sometimes this 9 of Stars or 9 of Wands could be something is happening where you're feeling a little bit confronted, maybe even a little bit verbally attacked or accused of something. And if this happens, Pisces, understand and know that you have enough to kind of shield yourself, protect yourself, guard yourself. Don't feel the need to get pulled into anybody else's drama. But understand and know that it is okay for you to stand up for yourself. It is okay for you to protect yourself even, okay? And to just be able to, not have to accept that blame upon you. That's one thing about Pisces, and I don't mean to overgeneralize. I don't mean to stereotype. But I know a lot of Pisces, they don't like conflict, right? So maybe in the past, you've been in the energy where, it's like, oh yeah, you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely right. It's totally me. My bad. Don't feel like you have to take that kind of abuse or you have to take that kind of blame. You don't have to go to the other extreme either and be like all in their face, like what, now what, like all ready to fight them. You don't have to go to that extreme either, but just understand and know that anything worth defending, I feel you're going to find the right words and you're going to be able to do it in a calm and assertive kind of way with this card coming up. But 9 of Stars says whatever is happening, don't let it discourage you. Don't let it make you feel like you should just forget about your dreams or your plans or your ideas. Don't let it pull you off course. Stay your path because you're very close to accomplishing something right now, especially when we've got new moon energy, that manifesting energy. You want to stay in alignment with what it is that your heart's desiring. So you have here in your Wednesday, Thursday, you have the Lovers, okay? So some of you could have some strong Gemini in your chart that you're going to be pulling on, or you may be interacting or dealing with a Gemini. But overall, it's safe to say that your love life kind of might be at the center of your attention or focus midweek. Now, midweek, depending on where you live in the world, midweek may be holiday time for you. And so this could be a time when you're taking advantage of maybe having some time off work and being able to work on an existing relationship, or because of the time of year, you might be looking around and feeling a little bit lonely and saying, man, I sure would like to have a partner. So some of you might be manifesting that at this time. Now, when the Lovers card comes up, a couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, it's major arcana. So major arcana cards have to do with like crossroads, big shifts in our life, big life, occurrences and things like this. So it's not really a 1 or 2 day kind of energy. It would be the start of something that's going to be ongoing for a while, right? When we see major arcana, it's the start of something that's going to be ongoing for a while. It's not something that's going to be wrapped up in a day or two. So some of you may be making a decision that ultimately is placing you on the path of improving your love life or calling in an existing partner. You all know I don't talk too much about love and romance in the weekly forecasts. You know I do the love reading separate, but when it comes up, we'll talk about it, and it's coming up, so we're talking about it. For some of you, Pisces, you have to get very clear about what love is for you. I think some of you are on the fence about a relationship where you might not be feeling satisfied in that relationship, and you might be like wondering, is this the right person for me? And Spirit's saying, hold up, hold on, Pisces, like take a moment here, really look at the relationship. What is it that you're lacking? And is it lacking because this person is lacking it? Or is it lacking because you feel something lacking within yourself, but you're projecting it on your partner? I don't mean to get all super deep on you, but that's what's coming up. And for some of you, not all of you, because this is a general reading, for some of you, that's something you're going to have to consider. You may have a perfectly good partner, and you might be in the energy of, well, I don't know if they're it for me, or I don't know if it's this, or I don't know if it's that. Now, obviously, guys, this does not apply if you're dealing with an abusive or toxic person. I shouldn't even have to say that yet. I see in the comments from time to time that I have to clarify that. If somebody's being abusive to you, or cheating on you, or hitting you, of course, I am not saying to think about reasons to stay, okay? Unless that person's going through to therapy and counseling, and unless that person's doing the work, that's probably not a relationship you want to consider trying to reconcile with, But I'm just letting you all know, some of you, this is like you're really going to have to look at your love life and see if there's maybe some ways you're being too hard on yourself or too hard on your partner. Or those of you who are manifesting a new relationship, Spirit is saying it's time for you to get very clear about what your idea of love is, so that you can put in the order for it, so that you can manifest it. You don't want to be too open, like, oh, whatever you bring me is fine. Spirit's like, hello, be a little bit specific here, help us out. So this is a time for you to figure out what that love life is for you, or what that love life ideal love relationship would look like for you. Okay, my dears? Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Pisces, we've got the High Priestess. It's your card. It's you. I love it. I love when that happens. So Pisces, whenever you have your major arcana card come up, it's letting us know that you are really coming into your power. This is going to be a really powerful time for you. So to have this come up around a new moon is extra auspicious. It's extra good. It's extra special. It's extra lucky, so to speak. So the High Priestess has to do with you really connecting with your higher self, really connecting with your spiritual gifts and abilities, really connecting with your intuition. So some of you Pisces, and Pisces, believe it or not, are pretty intuitive. You might be really exploring that part of yourself. Some of you might be kind of branching into exploring a spiritually based business of some kind, or just really mastering or honing in with your own intuition or spiritual gifts. I do have to tell you, when the High Priestess comes up, and those of you who watch my readings, you will have heard me say it already, this is a time for you to also be a little bit cautious, because as your chakras are opening up, as you're connecting with your higher self, as you're becoming very in tune with the spiritual energy, you're going to become very magnetic. Okay, you're going to have a lot of people wanting to be near you. You're going to have a lot of people wanting to date you. You're going to have a lot of people chasing after you, or wanting to talk to you, or be your friend, or whatever. But this does not mean that you must let every single person into your life. So this is going to be a good time for you to practice your boundaries. It's going to be a good time for you to practice being able to protect your energy, to shield it, to guard it, and to be sparing with it, okay? If you're walking down the street and you have, this, great big abundance, right? You don't want to go flashing it out of your pocket. You don't want to be, dropping like, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, $100 bills trailing behind you for just anyone to come up and grab. This doesn't mean that you have to be stingy with your energy, but you have to know and you have to understand that if you allow every person to come in this way, there's not going to be any energy left for you. You're going to be very depleted. So it's not about being selfish, right? Or it's not about people having to, pay you for your time or anything like that. It's just about being sure you're taking care of yourself, your energy, your resources, so that you're not ending up on an empty tank. Because that can happen with the High Priestess if she's not careful. And so that's a message for a lot of you Pisces, to make sure that you're practicing that assertive energy. I really, really feel, though, that a lot of you are really having a really strong increase in your spiritual connection towards the end of the week. And this could be what a lot of you have been wanting to manifest. You've been wanting to manifest a stronger intuition. Maybe not even necessarily because you want to do something like tarot or psychic readings, but just for yourself in your own life. You may have been thinking, man, I really wish I could see through people better. Especially with that 9 of Stars. 9 of Stars could be afraid of letting people in, right? And you might have been like, man, I really wish I could see through people better. And if that's the case, understand and know, with that 9 of Stars in the beginning of the week, and this High Priestess card coming up, you definitely are a massive step closer to being able to see the red flags better. And to be able to see through someone, to understand their intentions better. You're going to be able to really kind of nail that. You're going to be able to really master that skill and hone that in. And that's a really wonderful thing to have coming up. Let's go ahead and see what your manifestation card is here, or your blessing, your prayer card is here. And Pisces, I do invite you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. They may be very helpful for you. They might add a little extra information. You might like the blessing that's coming up for your moon or in your rising, so check that out. And if you like the cards that are coming up that you're seeing here, I always credit the creators of the deck. I always have them listed for you. What an appropriate card. Yeah, I always have them listed in the description if you want to pick up the cards for yourself. So we have a blessing on your boundaries. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about not letting every single person in. And in fact, I think there was another sign that also got the High Priestess, and I think they also got boundaries, which is really funny. This is a pretty magical deck. I have to tell you, anytime I've worked with this deck, this particular deck here with the blessings and the prayers, it has responded to the energy of the reading like clockwork. And this is a perfect example right here. It just, I used to freak out, but I'm so used to it now that I'm just like, doesn't surprise me, right? Obviously, I clear my decks when I receive them. I pray over them, so I keep the energy clean. But this is a really, really active deck. I can tell you that right now. And sure enough, here it's causing, again here, not causing, but drawing your attention to the boundaries, to protecting your boundaries, to protecting your limits here. So I'm going to go ahead and read the prayer out loud for you, Pisces. And the last few times I did this prayer reading, I had some people tell me that they listened to it every night before they went to bed, or they listened to it in the morning when they woke up and they felt very loved. They felt like they were being prayed over. I'm all for it, my dears. If that helps you, if it's encouraging you, please feel free to come back to it and to make use for it. All right, Pisces, we're going to go ahead and read this prayer for you. Dearest Pisces, a blessing on your ability to decide where you end and where others begin, on what you will do gladly and without regret, and what you cannot be compelled to do, for it would be against your own nature. Within this lifetime, there will be times when you are unsure of what is most important and what is best for you to do. You will not be sure of why you wish to do something, and when it comes to others, especially others for whom we have strong feelings, it can be a challenge indeed to know what is best to do, and to know why we sometimes feel great misgivings when it comes to offering our time, our love, our money, and gifts to another for their use. With this blessing comes a certainty that in this situation, you will now know the difference between what is best for you to do and what another wants you to do. May you be blessed with the sure ability to say no quietly and without apology to the boss who asks for too much, to the partner who asks you to put your own needs aside for theirs. May it now be clear to you when a friend fails to listen and reciprocate, and when you give without being given to in return. May this blessing draw clearly the lines that mark out your own emotional landscape and make a map of who you are and where you end, so that you may know when others intrude into your space and mind, your heart and home, without invitation. With this blessing of boundaries, let there be respect and consultation, and in a renewed appreciation of your own needs and desires. May this blessing give you the power to close a door, to open a window, to ask for help in return, and to support yourself by beginning to respect and acknowledge what it is you need. And with this blessing, these powers will now have. Blessed be, Pisces. All right, my darlings. Pisces, if you feel like you need a little bit more love, a little bit more encouragement, if you haven't already listened to the channeled messages for November, go ahead and check those out. They're linked in the description. They are the love readings for November, because when I did the love readings for November, Spirit led me to channel because the energies are so intense right now. And so many people responded positively to it because it goes so much beyond love and romance. Even if you don't care about love and romance right now, because it's a channeled message, it can be very helpful. Go ahead and listen. Because people responded so well to it, I did another channeled message for the full moon we just had. You can watch that as well. And so for this reason, I'm going to channel every month on this YouTube channel. So I will have the December channeled messages up in just a couple of days. I will also have the December love readings up in just a couple of days. So go ahead and hit subscribe and notification if you haven't already, and you'll be noticed when those are posted. I thank you for watching, my dears. I thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week, Pisces.